Good morning. It is 9 o'clock Saturday, March 18th, 2017. I'm going to put my phone on silent here. And this morning we're going to go over what's happening on Poloniex. We're going to check out what's going on with gold and silver. And I'm going to introduce a little bit of detail about coin tracking here, where I'm just getting myself set up so that I can report all of my profits and losses on all of my digital currency trades across the last year and a half or 2.5 years. So this is one account. This is the Faucet Guy account that I set up, and I started adding coin into this really slowly over time. There we go. Good morning. So I started adding coin to this account slowly over time, and it's a buy and hold for 3 to 5 years account. You can see that it's done very well. I've added not quite 1 Bitcoin to this account, and it's worth 3.4 Bitcoin now. There's still a few accounting things I need to organize in here, but it's fantastic because it automatically creates tax reports for you. So if you're going to sign up for this and pay for the full version, you can get a 10% discount by clicking on the referral link below this video, and you'll get a 10% discount on the full membership thing here. So the tax report, where you can just load the report, see all the detailed calculations for first in, first out, best price calculations for your total profit and losses and your gains each year. And then you can just export that, print it out, and include it in your tax reports, which is huge. It's really fantastic. All of the reports and everything that you get out of this system here. So you can see that so unrealized profits, really amazing percentage gains here. I really love the Ethereum trade, having purchased in so long ago with 16 Ethereum, and it was just pocket change. It was just a few dollars, and now it's turned into some serious coin. Amazing, and it's good, of course, going to go up more. And you can see all these different coins here that I've purchased with the Faucet Guy account. All of this with free Bitcoin earnings that came in. Another thing I want to go over here is the coin charts. And I was looking over of course this is Bitcoin price in Canadian dollar. But somewhere I saw something to do with, there it is, silver on there. So okay, silver. Let's take a look at silver prices. And this is a really long-term view of the price of silver in relation to the price of Bitcoin. So you can see way back at the beginning, you could have gotten, the price of silver here was worth 331 Bitcoin. And now the price of silver is 35 Bitcoin. And now the price of silver is 0.13 Bitcoin, 0.015 Bitcoin. So that's an interesting trend. But more than that is this super long term from 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This bottom formation here should be familiar to everybody who has taken the course. And this is the stuff that actually got me into trading in the very beginning, way back in 1993, is studying these 1, 2, 3 bottom formations in world commodities over a long period of time. And this is the ideal kind of setup that we're looking for in silver, but I think in gold as well. Gold as a commodity. We'll get to the digital currencies here soon, but January 2012, now 1 ounce of gold, there is the 1.1 Bitcoin. Pretty soon it'll be the other way around. But this is a bottom formation, and gold prices are going to be going up as well. And this is really significant for us that know about how to put those two things together. Bitcoin prices are going to go to $20,000, $200,000 each in the next 3 to 5 years. So you want to hold them and grow them. Silver prices and gold prices are going to be doubling and tripling over the next 3 to 5 years. So if you can put those two things together, it magnifies both of them. So what I'm doing here is I am putting gold and silver and oil into one-to-one leverage positions here over on one broker. And so as silver prices go up, I earn Bitcoin. And because I'm trading most of these positions with a one-to-one leverage, there's no trading fees on a day-to-day basis. If I'm trading these ones like the 100 times leverage here, little wee position on silver, then that has pretty significant lending fees every day. And so you really want to avoid the high leverage stuff on a longer term trade. I don't think it's going to work out to your favor. But to put the two together now, take a long position with one-to-one leverage using your Bitcoin. Now you're going to grow your Bitcoin, which is going up in value, at the same time that the silver prices are going up. So for me, that's a huge genius move from what I can think as putting these two things together. And I would say 1/10 of 1% of all of the Bitcoin people would even know about the opportunity to put these two things together. So I was really happy to see these these charts here in the coin tracking. There's so much information here. They just the coin charts themselves, they have 4,003 available alternative currencies, which is beyond anything I've ever thought of looking at, because I knew that the reporting would be so massive to go and trade on many different currencies. I didn't want to do it. But now you can go and enter all of your trades from all these different places, all these different exchanges, and keep track of them all together. So right now, for my own part, the only thing that I have is let's go to the dashboard. I'm still just getting used to this. The only thing I have is my Faucet Guy account entered in here fully, and I have a few other accounts to enter from all over the place, and I'm getting used to how this works and how I can combine and connect different accounts so that I can be tracking them all separately, but have the whole mass of data all connected together. And I'm still learning all that stuff. You'll see this coin tracking come up in my videos quite a bit now as I get used to it and start using it for everything. Now the other thing I wanted to go over, of course, is what's going on Poloniex and what's going on with Bitcoin prices. So Bitcoin prices are dropping hard even as we speak. And it's great because I made a video right here about this very phenomenon just about to happen because of the top formation screaming out there. Just there's your 1, 2, 3 top formation. If we forget this big spike here and ignore it, then we have another bigger 1, 2, 3 top formation that is just broken down below. Really important to see this and to recognize it at this moment. And that's the key thing, because that's when it's time to take action. And I did sell out some of my Bitcoin. I turned it into Canadian dollar and sent that to myself as a check, which is a good thing because it would be worth hundreds of dollars less now if I had waited. So that's awesome timing on that. But most of the stuff I did was to take all of my Bitcoin and hold it into digital currencies. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't put anything into Steam. I actually looked at this chart pattern and it was not a chart pattern that I thought to be buying into. So if we go into a 2-week view, 4-hour chart, pull this back before the big breakout, and that's the kind of key time to be recognizing this 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. The big buys in volume here, but what happened is there was news about the Steam network where I guess their CEO resigned, and everybody's very excited all of a sudden, and they're just buying in like crazy into this market, and I had no piece of it, so I can't jump onto this market now that it's already started to move. But instead, I have to train myself that I have to recognize these positions and have the nads to put a trade on and be ready for it when everybody else might be, everybody else is selling, everybody else is getting pessimistic, watching for those bottom formations and being consistent in them. So this was a potential bottom formation here, and it faded off. You might want to sell out and then be persistent, and when you see another bottom formation, get ready to buy in. And this got me on Dash recently too, and I'm kind of miffed about that, where I had a really nice holding of Dash back here, and you've probably heard me tell this story before because it really miffs me. As prices broke down below these lows, I got out of my position. That's my trading signal. But my signal also is being adjusted now, so that when I get out of a position, I keep that money available, so that when it makes another bottom formation at, again, historically significant levels, and as soon as it breaks out of that bottom formation, you got to buy. And then the trick is to do nothing. That's the trick, is not to sell out too soon. So another Dash moment I had is that I had a membership, a student buy membership at this time with Dash, and as prices peaked here, I sold it into Bitcoin, and I thought I did very well, but it has doubled from there. So I really should have only sold part of my position on an uptrend, not sell out all of your position. And it's difficult because there's been so many examples where prices have come up short term and then come way back down, and if you didn't have taken your profit, then you're sitting there holding the bag. So it's awesome to see these things, and I think there's going to be a lot more of what's just happening now in Dash. And I understand this is driven a lot because there's a big new law in Europe that's saying that they want to track every single Bitcoin transaction and identify everybody that's involved in any transaction on Bitcoin. It's all there. It's all can be tracked, and with a powerful enough, long enough computer to machine learn all of it, they'll nail down everybody who's in it, and they'll track backwards to find a lot of criminal activity. It's a public blockchain. The criminals were poorly informed to say that Bitcoin is anonymous. It is not. Now Dash, on the other hand, and Monero and Zcash, on the other hand, those are newer coins that are better, stronger, faster than Bitcoin, and they are anonymous. And I was saying back at the beginning of the new year that as all this wonderful Bitcoin money is coming in, these billions of dollars of market cap, it's going to slosh over into the anonymous coins as people get educated about that. It's a lot of work to get everybody into Bitcoin, but once they're into Bitcoin, it's nothing to turn it over into a different currency. And I think Bitcoin is going to be bled. And it's just a natural thing. But now there's going to be a seesaw with it. And here's one in addition that I did a great trade on back here, took my profits, and now it's taking off. And I would say that right this minute, even though it's pulled back a little bit and we go into the 4-day, 15-minute, I would say that it's still a real prime opportunity to be putting money into Zcoin. Really awesome. Huge things going on. And I'm not going to jump onto that train now. I'm going to leave my coin right where it is. If new Bitcoin comes in through a membership or what have you, I'll reevaluate where I'm investing. But I got a pretty nice holding in XMR, and I'm looking forward to that over the next 2 or 3 months as these prices are going up. Ethereum, of course, is also going to be going up as Bitcoin is cracking down hard. And there will be a point when Bitcoin finds its bottom here as well. but it would be quite reasonable for it to do its 50% level, where we take the bottom, we stretch it to the top, and we say the 50% level is right here. This would be quite reasonable for it to come down to the 750 level and bounce around there. And when it does, we really want to be watching, because it's going to be the slosh the other way, where all the money is going to come out of the altcoins and back into Bitcoin as Bitcoin is rising again for the next round. So this is the main thing for me to be watching as I'm getting ready for tax losses, tax reporting. Alright, Ethereum looks like it's topping and coming down, but even that, I would give it as a short term and look for the 50% level. But I'm already in Ethereum, not doing anything with it. I'm just holding it now. Lending, Ethereum. Not very high. I'm waiting for these lending rates to go up. XMR, not that high. Ripple. STR. Made is way down. Dash has been up for a while. It's been paying great. All the way up. Now, I'm not checking any of the live stuff. Stream is live. Live chat is there. 6 people watching now, but I did not update the link in the forum. Oh, that's because it is actually being published, broadcast live and not unlisted. Well, that's a mistake actually. This should be an unlisted video just for the members. But I'm glad that you get a chance to watch it, because after I'm done the publication, I will make it unlisted. So, where is the direct link to this thing? Hottest, honest option SDC. Alright, I'm on, so let's go over to SDC. Shadowcoin. Shadowcoin was on the buy list back in here because of the chart patterns that were going on. 1 month. Pull it back. So it was on this buy list because of the chart patterns that were going on. So as it was coming down to these historical levels and making a bottom formation, I was calling that this was on the starred list. So last weekend, let me mute myself a second here. Making a bottom formation, I was calling that this was on the everything starred here was part of the entire market review, where I went over everything on Poloniex and chose which ones I thought would be good ones to put money into. So Shadowcoin was on that list, and because it's such a thinly traded market, it is being manipulated really hard. And I would buy it right now. I still think it's good, and it's one of those anonymous coins that's at its very beginning. It would be worth it now that it's come back to this pullback into this position here. I would say it is worth it. So thanks for the question there, battery fill. So battery fill asked the question. Just set up a new thing over here on what do we call it? Discord app, and that'll be our live chat for the members coming up there. Let me change this back to Polo. I am blown away by Zcash, but I gotta say that I was doing some studies in Zcash just the other day and recommending it. I didn't buy into it. I didn't hold on to mine after I took my profits here, and now of course I'm kicking myself. I do have a little bit of it, so that's okay. Amazing, because Zcash is the only one that is actually in all four of these different markets. And I was noticing that Zcash was making a bottom formation in BTC, XMR, USDT, but it was not making a bottom formation in Ethereum. In fact, it was sliding down while making a bottom formation, everything else, making a great opportunity here. And if we go to the Zcash XMR, still an opportunity to be jumping in from this market. And I don't really get the four different markets. I haven't done any trading in the four different markets myself. Sorry, I'm looking for Zcash, which has gone up 40% here. So this is way ahead of the other markets in having surged higher. The US dollar Zcash, where the US dollar, the Ethereum Zcash has not jumped as much at all yet. So what does that mean? What does that mean? I would take my Ethereum and use it to buy Zcash here? And then I own Zcash. Could I take that Zcash and sell it in the BTC market? I haven't experimented with that. What else is moving? Steam, missed it. Pascal coin, I never got into it because it's too new, and I didn't watch it for a long time. You can see it's not starred there. Zcash, Stratus was starred, and it's gone up real nice. Nautilus, I didn't want to get into it, but look at this bottom formation here. Just really nice, and the breakout here is great. XEM, I was very happy with this one, and I think it's got really great potential. Bought into it here and just held on as it. Actually, I bought in real lots here, sold out right here, bought in more back here, and bought in more again. Crazy. When you get into the short-term trades, it's here's one that I think is going to be pumped. It's just got the history, it's got some big whales into it. I think it's going to be pumped. Voxels was a good looking chart. I don't own any of it. It's still a great looking chart, this bottom formation. Ripple is a great bottom formation. Really beautiful bottom formation right now, and it's always a heavily traded market. It's got some traction in the whole digital currency world, though people poo-hoo it. I think it's going to go somewhere. There was a bunch of other coins here I looked at. I do own STR. I've been talking about this one and talking about this one and talking about this one for a while. Vcash, I did not buy in when it's at its low here, and I would like to put 0.4 Bitcoin into that and have 10,000 of them so that I could run a master node, but I'm not up to it yet. Syscoin, our community really likes it. It's got some great bottom formation. Just so many markets right now that are looking fantastic. It's great to have a diversified holding in all of these where I can just be watching them all go. StorageX, I think this is a fantastic bottom formation, and these candles are looking great where they're sticking inside each other like that after these big volumes. Here's a secret coin that probably may not have paid attention to before, but from September to December when all the other altcoins were dropping, this one didn't. And then from January to the end of February when Bitcoin was mooning and all the other altcoins was dropping, this one didn't. And so I bought into a bunch of it just when it was bottom here. And I've been watching the sell walls here and the buy walls, and it looks like there's somebody trying to manipulate this market. A little bull, I mean a little whale who has 25 Bitcoin worth of this stuff. Saya coin, even though it's down the 2% this day, this is another wonderful bottom formation, and it's a great technology, really fantastic opportunity to put some coin into this and just sit on it. Counterparty, I think, is going to be going way up. It's making a really beautiful bottom formation here, and we can see in the times past where it's gone from 002 to 0.01. That's a big rise in prices. It doesn't look like much in this chart because it's just, but really great stuff going on. And Shadow Coin, even though it's cracked right down hard right this moment, it's actually a good moment. Really, so many markets here, so many markets. I'm going to take this video and make it unlisted here now. I'm finished up with this one. And I've got a couple other things to do for the membership area that now that I realize I published this live and not just in the members area, I'm going to save that special stuff. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. It's fantastic days. I am so excited about the digital currencies and Bitcoin and how you can just grow your money starting with the smallest little bits. It's wonderful days. Wonderful days for all of us who are investing in this stuff. Thanks again. I will cancel this one. Cheers.